Hello, I'm Louise from Agriland and I'm here in Brussels today as the European Milk Board holds a protest for a fairer price for farmers ahead of World Milk Day and of course ahead of the EU elections.
Well, we're here in conjunction with our European counterparts. It's the same issues all over Europe. The cost of production of milk is hardly being covered by the price being received by farmers. So it's a protest in conjunction that we need a fair price for farmers. Like everybody else gets their margin along the whole supply chain from the farmer right through until the consumer picks it up off the supermarket shelf. But the farmer is left with what's left over, and at the moment that's very small and it's not sustainable for farmers just to be receiving the price they're receiving at the moment. So it's really a cry for a fair price for milk that the farmer needs to survive. It's the same issues all over Europe, and succession is becoming a huge issue all over Europe where younger people are turning their back on farming. So where are the farmers of the future going to come from? Europe would have a higher cost of production because they're mainly an indoor system. Normally we would have an outdoor system, but as everybody has seen, this spring has been an absolute nightmare. All the way back from almost the time of the ploughing, when we spoke back at the ploughing last September, a lot of people temporarily housed their cows and cattle at that point, and they're actually still in the shed in some cases. So it's been a horrific time, which has driven costs really higher than normal. And then you have the lack of production and poor price because of bad solids due to the cows being indoors. Like, we really need to get cows outdoors, and that's what's needed. And but still, even if we get them outdoors, the margin is just not there for the farmer, and younger people are walking away from the industry. So we really need that fair price. Everybody deserves to earn an income for the work that they do, but at the moment, dairy farmers are not being paid for their. First of all, we want a level playing field. I mean, if you look at what sparked the protests early on in the year across Europe, it was the whole idea of signing a Mercosur deal before the European Parliament lifted. I mean, you can't have a scenario that more and more regulation has been put on Irish and European farmers to produce a higher and higher standard of food, which farmers are willing to do, which they're paid to do it. But when you produce food to that high quality and then you're told that you have to compete with imports from other parts of the world that don't have the same standards, that's really an unfair playing field for everybody. So we can do the higher standard, but it comes at a cost, and the consumer has to be willing to pay that cost so that farmers can survive.